Matt, what do you think about Medeiros' performance in the semifinals? How long is he going to be a podium athlete? Did he secure another year? Or?
Oh yeah,
he
absolutely.
just signed it, didn't he?
No.
I know, but there's probably I know Matt's cutthroat as shit. There's some clause in there.
No. We signed him a while ago. We just didn't go public with it for a little bit. No, Justin and his coach Adam came up to my house a week ago, 2 weeks ago. They were here for I think 5 days, 4 training days. I thought his performance at his quarterfinal was phenomenal. Like once you break it down and it's like, okay, like, yep, all these scores are great. He looked phenomenal on the floor. Obviously he didn't finish where he wanted to, but then if you kind of look back at the events and it's like, all right, at a sanctional, you're going to find 300 pound snatches more often at a sanctional than you will at the games. And I think 6 dude, like he snatched 285 for a
So impressive
5-pound PR, which is like, okay, you're hitting a PR in competition. That's amazing. And it wasn't one of these ridiculous 20-pound, 30-pound jumps. So, he's tracking in the right direction. But a 285 snatch got him 8th place, I think. There were 6 dudes that snatched 300 plus. So it's like, okay, like 1 out of 6 of your scored events your worst event was a 285-pound snatch. That's just fine. But yeah, he looked great in some of the other events. But the biggest thing with him is that he has the foundation to build off of. There's flashes in the pan everywhere of someone that just has this stellar performance. They kill it. But then it's like, all right, well, you see those guys that have a 300-pound snatch today, you'll see them in 2 years and they'll probably have a 302-pound snatch, because they don't have the foundation to build off of. They can keep getting stronger. They can keep lifting more weight, but it doesn't translate. They don't have the technique to fall back on. So with Justin, it's the exact opposite. His technique is not the limiting factor. His technique is gorgeous. So, it was really cool getting him here to train. And like the first day, it was just like, all right, I'm going to give you nothing. I'm going to say nothing. I'm going to do nothing. I literally sat down with a pen and paper in the corner and just watched. I watched how Adam was coaching him. I watched his warm up, his cool down, his training.
Was that the point of the visit?
Yeah, to kind of
give feedback,
give him some feedback, but more importantly, give his coach some feedback. Because like I told him, like I can't be doing this all the time. I'm running around doing other things. But
you're on the phone with the bank.
But exactly, man. Last 17 days. But if I can coach your coach a little bit, then you can go home and have some better eyes on you. And so, it was awesome. They're both such nice people. Adam is one of the nicest people I've ever met. His sole purpose is to try to give Justin the best of anything he can. And if he doesn't know the answer, he's reaching out to other coaches to get the answers. But yeah, so, like day one was just me observing, giving him notes, and then kind of sitting down with the two of them. Like, all right, this is good. This is bad. Why did you do this? Going through everything. And then after that, kind of going through some test workouts that I wanted to see him do and see how he performed, and basically try to give him a list of like, all right, these things are great. These things can use some work. See you in 8 weeks.
So I just have a question.
Go ahead, Josh. Your turn. Talk.
Since you don't like them, why did you do this for him?
What do you mean, since I don't like them?
Being called a nice guy is like a kiss of death, just so you know. It's like saying someone is a nice guy is like, I don't like this guy. He's a nice guy.
Oh no!
So if you like this person, I'm gonna teach you something here real quick, Matt. If you like them, you call them a good dude. You don't say they're a nice guy. A nice guy's a neighbor.
Don't try to manipulate me into product promotion for you. And hey man, make sure you say my company name every time you like someone.
This isn't a product promotion. I promise you that. This is the code.
Oh, this is the first.
So if someone's like, hey, what do you think of this guy? You're like, he's a nice guy. Like that means
See,
he's a dude.
I would never say that about you two, by the way. I would never
I've
say
never
you guys
heard
are
that.
nice guys.
If you really like someone, you're like, oh, that person's a good dude right there. Like a nice guy you wouldn't go to war with. A good dude you'd go to war with. A nice guy is like your neighbor you might have a beer with on like a weekend, maybe. You know?
Okay, that's not what I meant at all. I've always taken.
I'm just giving you shit, dude. I know.
What are the two phrases? Like, bless their heart and they mean well. Anytime someone's like, they mean well, I'm like, so that means they're a piece of shit, but their heart's in the right place.
Yeah. That was like in the military. Like if you heard someone, like if you were like, oh, that guy's a nice guy, you're like, oh, that means he's a piece of shit.
Okay, noted.
It's like a good dude. You want to be a good dude.
All right.
And
Matt,
it just so happens that is the name of my coffee company.